My bad. I just
dude, you're fine.
My bad.
If you want, even if I was in the middle of set, I don't care.
My bad, man.
Dude, I don't care. It's okay. You're good, man. See, that's how you should be. Semaglutides and GLP-1s are not, for me, have not been dangerous, have not caused any massive side effects, other than occasional constipation. And I say occasional. The problem is, we're looking at a society of people who are using it to lose 5, 10, 15 pounds, maybe 20. And that's not who it was intended for. In all honesty, they were never intended for weight loss, but they found ones that work for weight loss. I mean, it acts as a weight loss drug. We need to understand that the best way I can put this is, don't demonize someone who's trying to lose weight. If they're obese like myself and they are using it to try and lose weight and try and actually improve themselves, don't demonize them. Don't go after them. Encourage them. Encourage them to continue good habits. Encourage them to get to the gym and encourage them to do the things they need to do to get healthy. How's that? Let's stop being a culture of, no, you need to do it my way, or you're not doing it the right way, so that's why you are the way you are. No, let's stop with that crap. Do we need to identify behaviors that possibly got them there? Yes. Do you need to be someone who talks down to them about how they're doing it? Absolutely not. Do some of them need a hard dose reality about what they're eating and why they are the way they are? Maybe, yes. But if they're already in the process of trying to do things to help themselves lose weight, you need to check yourself and actually move into a spot of, okay, what can I do to help encourage them? Why don't we go with that? Why don't we start there? Let's go with encouraging someone about how they can lose weight, and encourage them. If they're already in the process, encourage them. Get the encouragement going with them, because then you're more likely to see them at the gym. You're more likely to see them succeed. More often than not, people that are already trying get slapped with somebody telling them how they're doing it wrong, or how they're doing things that they could be doing it differently. Or you got the way you are for some odd reason, and they have to be pointing fingers at that person. That person's going to feel like crap, and then they're not going to be motivated to go and do and continue doing what they're doing. So let's do all of this. Do a favor for everybody. Chill out on that. Start encouraging. You don't need to be a bro and be a butthead. That's just the only way I can put it. The gym that I'm going to, One More Gym here in Kokomo, it is a great gym. I love it there. The owners are great people. They've got a culture going in there that is awesome. Everybody kind of encourages everybody. I don't understand why some gyms can't be that way, or why some gyms aren't that way at all. They are very much, you don't look like me, so I'm going to do everything I can to make you look like me. Who gives a shit? I don't know how many times when I was younger, trying to go to the gym all the time, but because I wasn't a certain way, I wasn't accepted. But yet, so I want to say, what we need to do now is do better. Let's start encouraging everybody. Let's get them going. Get people to stay in the gym. Get people to work out. Don't badmouth the efforts that they're doing. Don't go in there with a half-cocked idea that you know better than they do. And maybe they've talked to their doctor and they've gone to the route of going with a GLP-1. Or maybe they've come to that massively hard decision that they're going to have gastric bypass because they don't want to do the GLP-1s, and they want something that's going to be a lot more long-term solution for them than the GLP-1. How about that? How about if that's the case, then don't try and talk them out of it, but try and work with them on how you can encourage them to continue moving forward on that path. My biggest problem is after I lost all that weight, I had no encouragement to continue doing what I was doing. I had no support system to say, hey, this is what's going on. I had old school people telling me, well, hey, it looks like you're putting some more weight on. How are you doing? I thought you had surgery to get that weight off. Dude, that's not helpful. Especially with people who are already fighting body dysmorphia that don't know how they look, because they see themselves completely different than you see them. And it takes a lot for them to understand that, hey, I don't look the way I think I look. They don't understand until they see a photo of themselves in the right way. And it can't be somebody trying to force it on them. They have to see it on their own. Oh crap, I'm not healthy. I'm not in a good space here. So let's everybody take a step back of thinking how that since they know best, they're an online nutrition coach, I'm going to get you the way you should be. How about trying to encourage the people who are already trying their best right now to lose weight? Sometimes their best is just one meal at a time. Sometimes their best is making it to the next day without feeling like they're going to break down and lose it. Sometimes doing their best literally is not picking up something sweet to eat, like a candy bar or a piece of candy, and just bypassing it for that one time that day. It's immediate. If they're fighting body dysmorphia and depression, which was me, telling them they're putting on weight, or telling them that they need to do something different because they're not losing weight the way they should be, that you're just doing nothing but telling them that they're not going to do it, and they're just going to go back to the way they were and go back to being, oh, this is my life, I'm just going to be a fat ass the rest of my life. It's just not the way to do it. I'm tired of hearing of people who were making such good progress, and then somebody who thought that they were well-meaning made the wrong comments to them and then stopped all their progress because they realized that those people didn't see the progress that they had made. Didn't see that they lost 50 pounds, but because they were big to begin with, but then didn't realize that they were already in the process of changing how they eat, how they live, how they do everything. But because they only see them every so often, didn't realize they lost a bunch of weight already, made a comment, you really should lose some weight. That's not good. We need to knock that crap off. Yes, older generations are going to be that way because that's how they were raised. I try not to be that way with people because I know how it affects me. I try not to be that way with my kids because I know how that affected me when I was a kid. Because I had, older adults in my life telling me how big I was and that I had a stomach that Dunlapped over my belt, so there was a Dunlap. I don't need to hear that. I didn't need to hear that as a kid. I don't need to hear it now. Yes, I understand. I'm heavy, I'm fat, I'm working on it. So, instead of discouraging somebody or telling them what they need to do, what you think they need to do, how about finding out if they're already in the process of it first and figuring out a way to encourage them to do it. That's how I see it. Try that first. Take the approach of being kind at the gym. Take the approach of being kind in real life. I know that sometimes I can be a very harsh person. I know I can fly off the handle sometimes. But if I'm wrong, I'll come back and I'll tell you I'm wrong. Yes, my words have already hit and they've already cut and they've already hurt. But I will come back and tell you I do what I can to make it better. I'm going to come back and tell you I made a mistake, but I'm coming back to tell you I'm going to do what I can to do better and not do what I just did. All right? we need to get back to taking care of people and not discouraging them. Lift somebody up. Don't put them down. Think about your words and think about your actions. Those are the ways that you can actually help people. Thinking that you're going to sit there and say, well, you just don't have the discipline to go to the gym, or you're overweight because you're undisciplined. Well, that's not always the case. When you don't see yourself the way the world sees you, and when you don't understand why you are the way you are, and it takes a minute to figure it out, just tell me because I eat what I want to eat and I'm undisciplined and I'm a fat slob because I'm unmotivated. No, not so much. I'm motivated to lose weight. It took me a while, it took me a long while to figure out how to do it. Yes, I had surgery to have it done. Yes, I'm on something else to help me aid losing weight. There's a reason. For whatever reason, my body wants to hold on to everything that it can get. So I have to be very careful about what I eat and how I eat. My problem is, I feel like when I'm not on a GLP-1, even before, I was always hungry. Even after I had my surgery, I always felt hungry. The GLP-1 helps me understand when I hit my full mark. So let's just go with that. And I'm going to stop my rant here because this is going to be underlying the video and talking under, or this is going to be overlying and talking over the workout that I'm doing. I'm going to do everything I can to put the workout over the top of this so you're not always staring at my face here in the car and you're hearing my words. You're hearing what I have to say. You're understanding that I'm trying my best to help encourage someone, help you open your eyes to where you can encourage someone, and help you understand that the way you see someone may not be how they see themselves. And if that's the case, they have to come to that realization themselves. If they already have and they're at the gym, do your best to encourage, not discourage. All right, so that's it for me. Like I say every time when I'm streaming online for the gaming, thanks for swinging in. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you could leave a like on the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. You can leave a comment. Make sure it's kind. Don't go after anybody. Don't troll. These videos are meant to try and show that there's a fat ass out there working his ass off to try and get better, and that you can do it too. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for swinging in.